Hi Ron, it's Renee from the Neurodiverse Club. Today we're going to head into Queen's Theatre to watch a theatre show of Wet Cement. It's apparently a great show which champions on neurodiversity. It's written by a neurodivergent person called Darrel, and the whole theme of the play focuses on like working class, society and neurodiversity. So let's check it out.
Can I help you?
I'd like to thank all you lovely individuals for attending.
3, and again 2, 1 small.
Wet Cement!
My name is Darrel Draper. I am a working class, neurodivergent actor, playwright who's based in Romford. I think it came from my experience as being both a teacher and obviously a student. When I was in school, there was a real lack of awareness for those with additional educational needs. And I had undiagnosed ADHD, dyslexia, and it wasn't really, back in those days, I mean, from the 90s backwards, as I said, like, there wasn't really a focus on SEN in schools and education, and a lot of kind of behavioural traits were sort of dismissed as like sort of naughty behaviour. And as I got older, I started to learn more about neurodiversity, and I was diagnosed with having ADHD and dyslexia in my second year of university. So it was slightly later on in life, but there's people older than me who still haven't been diagnosed, who are living day to day without the help they need. And then when I went to, so I really struggled in school, hated education. And then when I became a teacher and went through teacher training, I started to see actually where the problem lied and the issue lied. And as a teacher, we didn't really receive, I suppose, adequate training in like kind of special education needs and how to deal with certain behavioural patterns and how to support individuals who might need extra support. It was really glazed over. So I found myself frustrated as a student and equally frustrated as a teacher. As a teacher, I felt there was a lack of support for me, and as a student, I felt there was a lack of support for me and others as well. So for me, it was all about how actually, I think students sometimes see teachers as the enemy and vice versa. And for me, this play is kind of about breaking down the barriers between teacher and student, and actually starting to see each other as human, and actually being part of the same sort of failing system. Because I do believe that actually it's not the teacher, it's not the student, but actually it is the institution that is failing both parties, if that makes sense. Hopefully a better understanding of what it's like for someone who's living with undiagnosed ADHD or a form of neurodiversity, what it's been like really to sort of be not held back, but kind of, well, yeah, in a way, like for someone who's not received the support they need at the most influential period of their life, what it's like to then sort of go into the world maybe not being prepared or not having the understanding, empathy you need, and also what it's like for example, characters like Ali, who are the opposite end of the spectrum, who are teachers who are supposed to be role models for society, and actually they haven't been given the toolkit they need in order to, for example, better support people like Ali. So it's this kind of vicious cycle where Ali wasn't given the support and training that she needs to deal with Danny, and as such, Danny hasn't received the support that he needs. And it's how basically they're both victims of this vicious cycle. And I hope audience leave here with perhaps better empathy and understanding of both Danny and Ali, of both teacher and student, because it's a multi-layered kind of issue. And I think in today's society, especially when it comes to forms of entertainment and how characters are depicted, we seem to be veering towards polarized depictions of certain people. And I think issues are far more complex than that. So I'm not really looking to present any answers with this play or a clear solution, because there isn't any. It actually comes to, I hope it sparks debate and it gets people talking, because I think that's what's essential. I think it's about two people who might have a difference of opinion or difference of understanding, just being able to have an honest conversation with each other and build a bridge, so to speak. I hope, well, once we've gathered feedback from the audience, because obviously the whole point of this was almost like to try it out in front of an audience for the first time. So this is the first time that the full-length play has been staged in any capacity on stage. So I'm hoping once we get the feedback from the audience that we can take that on board to further improve the play, to further kind of expand upon the main subject matters and themes, and then apply for further funding. With basically what we've gained from this experience. And I think everyone involved, myself included, has learnt a lot from this experience. And putting on this play was never really about the end result, the end goal. It was more about the experiential learning involved for all parties. And I wanted to get this funding to be able to give opportunities to like working class, neurodivergent artists that don't commonly have many opportunities or aren't given many chances. So it provided opportunities for people to learn and to grow, but also inform the piece. So I feel like now I'm walking away with a better understanding of the play, of the characters. So I'll be writing another draft and then applying for further funding and using some of this data I've gathered and some of this process to inform hopefully a better play. The goal is to have obviously this fully produced at a theatre for a longer run, ideally a 2 to 3 week run, and just have further funding and have backing from an organisation or a theatre that truly believes in promoting the work of those who are neurodiverse, working class.
Amazing. Well, I hope that happens, and I look forward to seeing it on a much bigger stage with a much bigger audience.
I hope so. Fingers crossed one day.
All right. Thank you so much.
No worries.